going today? Let's get my Dwayne.
My name's Jazz.
We're Dwayne N Jazz. Today we have for you Thunderbolts.
Yes.
Yes.
With an asterisk.
With an asterisk. Because it's going to be very important. And of course, spoilers. So if you don't want to be spoiled, then come back after you watch the movie and come back and then hear our review.
Yes.
Basically, this is a ragtag bunch.
They're like anti-heroes.
They're anti-heroes.
Yeah.
And they are the team that we're going with. And the standout, I want to say, is Black Widow, Yelena, Florence Pugh.
I don't know how to
say her last
name correctly, but girl, you did a good job.
But she did a damn good job in this movie.
This movie, I'm gonna say, and start off the review by saying that this brought me back faith in like future Marvel projects.
Yes.
Because before, you know, it was a little shaky with like stuff that they were releasing, but like this time, I feel like this one I liked it more because it felt more adult. It felt more real.
It felt more grounded.
It felt more real and realistic. Like that this was like good. Because usually Marvel likes to cater to children and like make it like children safe for them to like watch stuff. But when I saw them do certain scenes, like when they were shooting Bob with the gun and then his body go like with the holes in it and stuff, and I was like, oh, I saw that. So they shooting. And so I was like, that's good.
Yeah.
And then how are we gonna skip over the first shot that they took, which was at Taskmaster and shot him straight in the head? It's a bow.
Absolute cinema.
But now I see why the actress didn't even show up to like the UK premiere, the world premiere in the UK, because why? You only had one line. Her line was, "I'm not here for you."
Right.
And then bow, got taken out by ghosts. And people was like, oh, because people were trying to leak it and say, oh, there was an early death.
There was a surprising death.
Surprising death early on in the first 5 minutes of the movie. And everybody was like, oh, I wonder who it is. We already know. We already know.
Yeah, we already know, bro. Come on now. We see all the trailers. We're like, who was not seen? Taskmaster.
In the trailer. And then two, this Taskmaster, this one that they had, let's get rid of her, because what is the point of keeping her around?
I'm not gonna lie.
Because the way they did that one,
there's
needs to be erased.
There's no personality with that Taskmaster at all.
It needed to be.
Right.
Like what?
I remember, to deviate real quick, I remember showing Jazz the Taskmaster from Spider-Man.
I know.
And it was so much better. Like the game, the video game.
Like Taskmaster was a threat in the video game.
Yes, bro.
And then how they made that character in the movie, especially for the Black Widow movie, pissed me off. So I was like, shoot her. Shoot her in the head. We don't need her. Like for what? And nobody missed her. Everybody just completely moved on in the movie. She got shot. Nobody was like, damn.
They're like, you knew her. You knew her? She said, yeah.
They was like, yeah, they going on her body taking stuff off. They said, she ain't gonna need it. Like,
I was like, dang, bro. But that's how they would be though. So like, it was really good. Bob was excellent.
Yes. Oh, y'all.
Sentry. Oh my goodness.
I read up on Sentry because I was like, I didn't know that much at first. And so I was like, oh, who is this person, Bob? And then I looked it up, I was like, oh, Sentry. Then I looked at Sentry's powers and how he got him. I said, whoa, I said, this is a god. I said, how are they gonna get this done? But I like the way they did it though. I like the way they did it. I like the way they touched on like mental health. Their issues of everybody, because you know they have done things that they regretted and things like that, and how they're coping with it, and it was just good. I just liked it.
Everybody was good. U.S. Agent was good. Ghost. I wish they really would have went more into Ghost. Like we know about it if you watch Ant-Man.
Ghost powers are so cool.
But yeah, Ghost powers is dope. So. But I wanted them to go more. I feel like, of course, Elena had the most. Like she was the leader of this team, clearly.
And they showed more of what the Red Room. What the widows had to go through for training. That they should, and I felt like when I saw that scene, I was like, damn, I was like, I wish I got that in the Widow, like in the Black Widow movie. Like I wish that they did that, like, and showed more, like showing that they were getting their hands whipped if they didn't, you know, make the gun fast enough, and that they had to like betray one of their friends as their first assignment and everything. Like it's a lot, and that's why they're so messed up mentally. Because it's just like they were doing that since children. That affects you, and so now it turned into an alcoholic and all this, like so. Like yes, like let's show that.
Yeah. And then the surprise twist at the end, and we're gonna explain what the asterisk means. The asterisk means after they fought Sentry, which is the Void, you know, and the Void is basically like a split personality of his that he gained because of his abusive father on his mother, and his mother was abusive to him too. Valentina was like, oh, come over here, yeah, you can punch me here, and then chose them as the new Avengers.
Valentina was great in this movie.
Yes.
Because she made me chuckle at parts that like was just like random. She was like, you know, in the midst of all of this craziness, you still managed to give me a good cup of coffee. This is so amazing.
I was like, yo.
Like, she's just so naturally funny to me. Like, I feel like she's good.
I felt like, you know how the MCU, you had, like, there'd be emotional moments and then they did, like.
And then they ruin it with, like a corny joke.
Like Thor Love and Thunder. Like, it just be random. Like, what
a random joke to make the audience laugh. Yeah. But I felt like these jokes in this movie was more natural and it was, like, just flowing well. Like, it wasn't forced. Like, it was just natural conversation, how you would regularly talk. Yeah. And it was just funny. Like,
it was just funny. And
it was
just
good
like,
that way.
Yeah, there's like, okay, like this one is just great. And so now we have the new Avengers, right? And so we have that well, I ain't gonna even go into the post-credit scenes. I'm gonna go into the second one. You can just, the second post-credit scene, 14 months later after the events of what happens at the new Avengers Tower, with the Watchtower or whatever, you know, Century fans know. They see like there's something with space. There's a space crisis now. And I think that's like, you know, the incursion's happening. And then all of a sudden, you see it, you hear it. The Fantastic Four ship entering the MCU 616
from another universe.
From another universe.
Yeah.
So I felt like it did spoil a little bit of the Fantastic First Steps, that post-credit scene.
Yeah, the ending of that.
The ending of Thunderbolts,
they're in a new, because their Fantastic Four is in a whole nother universe than 616. And so it's basically showing us that like whatever happens at the end of that, to prepare for Doomsday, I guess they're going to now escape somehow from their universe, get to 616 universe, and that's how they all come together. So like, okay, like that's how it's all being put together. But we know that they're going to be alive no matter what happens in Fantastic Four because you escaped and you came here. So it kind of spoiled it a little bit, but I guess it's not. I guess I could call it a spoiler, but not spoiler because
we don't know
that you know that they're going to fight in Doomsday. So it's like, are they really gonna
kill
die? Like, they're not gonna die.
And then we saw the casting chairs that they had. So we know they're not gonna die.
They kind of just like, yo, whatever, it's out the bag now. Might as well just do it. But,
and then also don't forget that Sam is also mad at Bucky now.
Yeah.
Because they claimed themselves was the new Avengers, and Sam is Captain America, and he was gonna create his own Avengers. So now they're fighting over copyright. Sam is copywriting the word Avengers, and they.
But in my mind, right? In my mind, I'm like. Me personally, this don't have nobody else to say. But me personally,
hot take alert.
Who Sam gonna get close to that will agree?
What you mean?
Because some people didn't even in the movie itself, they didn't even like respect him as Captain America at first.
In the show, right?
Yeah. In the show. And so, and he even gave up the mantle one time, and then that's how US Agent got the shield and all that stuff like that. Then he took it back, whatever. So it's like. We as viewers as well, we don't really still know that much about Sam to even like for me personally, if Sam dies, I'm not gonna be affected at all. Like, and that's not a shot towards him or anything like that. I'm just saying that we have not built enough on his character for me to care. Like I feel like we went into background of Yelena and other people more so than we have with Sam. So I really could care less. And it's like, if I'm thinking like that as a viewer, I'm thinking in the world, who are you getting? Who are you getting? To be the new event, to be the Avengers team, because all I'm thinking is that you just have a pool of teenagers, which are like the young Avengers. Is that gonna be your team? And like, what is your team gonna be?
We got Shang-Chi. First of all, that's one. That's
I forgot about him. Go ahead.
Yeah, he is a great movie. It's just like a lot of stuff was happening in the MCU.
Okay.
Let me see. Young Avengers. Well, we do have a lot of. I ain't gonna lie. We have a lot of loose ends.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, who are we gonna get that's gonna be like concrete?
Like where's Vision?
We don't know
where's Vision at? We don't know where Vision is at. Just to go back to Sam Wilson, I definitely, because we didn't do a Captain America 4 review, so we do like a little mini one right there. Nothing was really, like, that movie was fine. It wasn't really bad, it wasn't really like amazing, but it was like fine. It was like definition of mid, like it was mid. It was like, okay, but I think it was like, they use his movie to like move things along. Kind of like, oh yeah, we're trying to move this along towards Doomsday and then reboot our universe. Basically try to get our X-Men and everything in there. So they kind of like use Sam as a segue. So I wish in that movie though, there was a specific scene where the new Falcon, Torres, fell in the sky. I would have loved right there if they did like, maybe gave some background on Sam on how because what I really don't like about how they did Sam is that we didn't get his friend that died. We see the pictures, but we never got an actual flashback to what happened.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying for Sam's character or for his background, all they did was talk about it. They didn't really show us. So it's like,
we don't feel the emotional weight of him losing.
I don't feel connected to anything. So that's why I'm like, I'm really good with them being the new Avengers, the Thunderbolts being the new Avengers. And you know, Cap, you just gotta be Cap. Just be Cap.
Be Cap.
Just be Cap, and then you have your new Falcon.
But I do like him. I will say, me personally, I do like him as Cap because, like Steve Rogers was basically a mythical creature compared to how Sam has no super serum and he's doing the right things and he's helping people and he's being just a great American. What the American should stand for, what America stands for, that's what he is. He's like, you know, truth, trust, freedom, and all that stuff. That's what they stands for. So, but I would have loved if they would have showed like a flashback to maybe him learning his wings. Like they never gave him a proper introduction film.
I don't know how he learned how to fly.
Yeah.
I don't know none of that.
How he got his wings. How he got in the military. What happened with his friend dying? Like who built the wings? We don't know none of that. Right? And that would have been really nice so we could get to know the character more. But
and that's why I could care less. That's why I'd be like, I don't care because I don't feel no connection. Y'all didn't give it to me.
Yeah.
So
they did really. I loved like how they was going to do him in Winter Soldier. Remember the scene they running in DC and he's like on your left. Yeah. And then him helping veterans out.
Yeah. I felt more emotion towards Isaiah Bradley.
Oh man, yeah.
Especially when he was like my suit, like that's my good suit. Cause you know like he was it's like I got connection for that man. I got connection for him. I could give a damn about Sam. I don't know. Like I care about Isaiah. I could skip over Sam. Yeah. Like it's crazy. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't feel the connection.
I understand. So that's why when you say who is he gonna bring up with the Avengers, I have no idea right now.
I'm looking at the lens like if I as a viewer already don't care, right? Like if I'm a hero doing other stuff trying to save people and then here come random Cap come to me and be like, hey, I want you on the team. For what? Like for what? I'll be like, for what?
I'm joining.
What team are we doing?
I'm like Sam Wilson. Sam Wilson got clout. Don't do him like that.
Not saying that he doesn't have clout. I'm saying I don't feel connected to him. Okay. So how would others be?
I think others would be like cool with. I mean, they would be because they do. I ain't gonna lie. They do. Now I'm thinking about they've been doing Sam dirty, especially when he didn't get that loan. Like he was one of the Avengers.
He didn't get a loan. He was an Avenger. And even the bank said, "Oh yeah, bro, can't even help you." So how do you think?
That's wild. But that was like some racism that they was trying to do that towards him, bro.
Okay.
But like even with the cop that he had, like, oh yeah, like they did that. I'm thinking like they did do him dirty in the Winter Soldier show. When the Falcon in the Winter Soldier show, they did do him dirty because the police was like, oh yeah, it is Falcon.
It is Falcon. Oh yeah.
I'm like, bro, like, come on, bro.
That's why my mind is like that. I'm like, who are
and then Ant-Man beating Falcon too.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, who are you getting?
Okay, he's definitely getting Ant-Man. He's getting Ant-Man. Even though he's got a reluctantly. Wow. He got him once, he'll get him again. Ant-Man. Okay. Ant-Man, he beat Kane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which shouldn't have happened.
He beat Kane.
Kane should have stomped out Ant-Man, in my opinion.
He beat Kane.
Kane should have stomped him out.
He beat Kane, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
Ant-Man should have lost.
And then we gotta see how everything how everything connects because remember Daredevil Born Again.
I know.
We can't forget about that. The whole vigilantes thing that's going on with that. We gotta see how that leads into Thunderbolts. That connection right there. That's what I'm saying.
I still don't know.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. We gotta figure that. They gotta figure that little part out because I think they can have a season 2. But it was good. We just went on a last little tangent. You know how we do reviews. We had to talk about the other stuff that connect. But Thunderbolts, I give it an 8.5 out of 10.
Give it a 9. I really like that movie.
It was a really good movie.
I really liked the movie.
Very great characters. Very almost made me tear up a couple times.
And they had a shock value too. There's a little baby that Red Guardian saved. It was a little girl, and and it made me feel touched because that's what he wants to do. He wants to save people, and he's always so nice and caring to children, just like how he was to Yelena and Black Widow. And he went up to her and said, "Oh, you're safe now." She was like, "Oh, thank you." And then boom.
Then the voice.
Then the voice said, "Gone." And I was like,
oh snap! What? That's wild. I was like, dog.
And I tell you that I gasped in that movie theater when I saw it. I said, oh.
Oh, snap. Whoa, relax. Y'all ain't had to do it like that now.
But that's good.
No, that was good. That was good. That was unexpected.
So that's good.
So
I need more moments like that.
That was little things right there. Brownie points for us to be like, okay, MCU could be back here.
Yeah.
So next movie is Fantastic Four: First Steps, and we will definitely see the trailer. We'll link it in the description so you can see the trailer if you haven't. And then we will definitely have a movie review for that. Okay. All right. Anyway, comment below, guys. Let us know what you think.
Don't forget to like,
subscribe,
and share.
Deuces.